Hello, it's Marek from Prodio, where we're creating simplest and more easy to use software for controlling, planning, and shadowing your production. And today we will talk about automatic planning of your production, because for most of small entrepreneurs, it's something like holy grail of manufacturing. Yeah? For unknown reason, they think this, that this kind of function could just improve their companies to another level. But in the real life, in many cases, that is some kind of dead end. So they spend a lot of money to find that after implementing that kind of software is totally useful, because amount of data what is necessary to create automatic schedule is gigantic. So I will show you how many data is necessary to create automatic schedule for production, and then I will give you some solution how create it very simple, more simplify, and make a real progress on your manufacturing company just in few minutes. So intro, and here we go. I think that when you are interested in automatic scheduling system, you have some kind of vision in your head that it will save you a lot of time. So instead of sitting for 2 or 3 hours a day just creating the task list, and then in Excel or on just paper, and then bring give it to your shop floor, you will get a lot of free time. Also, maybe when you have just a little bit bigger company, maybe you think that you could just rid of your planist guy and save a lot of money. But I understand the idea, and it's totally sure when you could automate something, so you should to introduce that in your company. But check how many data is necessary to create a great schedule by AI or just automatic, some kind of automatic algorithm. So here we go. First, you need some kind of calendar with availability of your machines and operation. But we do not talk about some kind of simple calendar, because you will automatically think, hey, it's simple, just from Monday to Friday, this machine working for 8 hours and it's finished. No, we're talking about very detailed calendar. Not only thinking about how many, which days these machines are available. We're thinking about for how many hours, for how many shifts each machine is available for just producing. Also, we need to think about weekends, holidays, and others, normally 3 days. How many times you change, for example, standard schedule of working time because of big order, or being late in management of your orders, and you decide to add another shift, for example, Tuesday, or decide that when you normally don't work at Saturday, you will come to work and just moving forward the queue of orders. Or it was not for whole company but for each machine separately. For example, maybe in print house, it's very common that the printing machines working during the weekend when there is a lot of orders, and normally you think it's okay, so it's just adjusting yourself to situation. But your software need to know that, because when you don't give and feed that algorithm with information that this machine is available, or we add another shift, so our plan will be just and it will never be really. And another is time for maintenance and services. Normally you don't think about it. Most of our clients get really realize that it's very necessary to just register that time, because it gives you a lot of information, how many time you spend on maintenance or cleaning or just repairing some kind of machines. But when you speak about automatic scheduling system, you need to plan the breaks for services, for repairs, because 3 hours when the machine don't working during the day could totally could make the critical path of your plan totally totally different. And when you think that's a lot. You must, understand that we just started, because after we got the machines and calendar, we need workers on those machines. And like with machine operation, we also need something like shifts and availability calendar, when and for how many hours each employee will be working in next days or weeks, when they got vacation or will be not available. Also, we need to compare those machines with those workers, and it calls something like the matrix of abilities. Yeah, it's something like that. Sorry for my English. When you, for example, it could looks like an Excel, but it's in software. So in rows you get the names of your workers, employees, and in columns you get the names of machine and operation, and then you just pick how good each worker is on this kind of machine. Yeah, for example, that on CNC machine Mr. Smith get 5 points per 5, but on another machine it could just go working in for a 3 in 1/5 scale, because without that your automatic scheduling system couldn't make great decision how employees should be involved in your production. Yeah, and also you to make that into reality, to just give some kind of reality check to that plan. You need to connect your time and attendance system, clock in, clock out, with this automatic scheduling. Because for imagine a situation when program create a perfect plan, perfect schedule, but 2 of 10 workers do not come to production floor. Maybe they are sick. Yeah. So all decision what was made by the algorithm are wrong. It must be just tweak in some seconds. Without that, in each hour it could make it worse and worse, and it couldn't be just realized. So when we just talk about workers, now we're going to the big stuff. It's the technology and the norms for each operation when you create some kind of products. Yeah, because when you create a product, in 99% of cases, a product needs, for example, 2 or 3 or 5 operation, and each of operation you should to each operation you should add a time what is expected, the norm, how long it lasts to create one piece, or how many pieces you could do in 1 hour. But it must be done very precisely, because when you get, for example, 100 pieces to do, and when the norm is just and not correctly in 10 or 15 seconds, when you just attach that to how many pieces you make, it makes a huge difference, and it just to make totally different critical path. But that is is the simple one. Then to need to each operation you should pick the relationship between them, because some operation could have start relationship, when they could just be started in the same time. For example, when the machine just cut for example the metal pipe out, the other person take this part and start doing something with that. Yeah, but in the same time. On the other hand, there is a lot of operation with the start-stop dependency. For example, when you need to prepare and some kind of mixtures to use in the next steps, you create the whole bucket, or whole 1,000 liter of this kind of mixtures, and it must be finished. There must be full bulk, and then you move that to other operation. Or it could be also a lot of mixed relationship, and you algorithm and you automatic schedule system need to know that. What else? I just looks to my notes, because there was a lot of it, and it was I used to work before Prodio. Before we create Prodio, I used to work as a business consultant for small manufacturing companies, and I was being involved in 2 of big ERP implementation process, where company the CEO called me like, help us, because we spend a lot of money, 10 of thousands of euro, dollars, and we are in in the dead end. Yeah, we spend a lot of cash, and the system doesn't work. Yeah, we just use it. So when I look for my notes from this time, it's okay. Operation dependency or labor in the intensity. So it, I mean, maybe the was not correctly, but it's about each operation needs, other involves a worker, production workers in different, time. In other words, sometimes an employee could work on 2 machines in the same time or 4 machines in the same time, but sometimes 4 people need to work on 1 machine. Yeah, and also the algorithm needs to know that. Yeah, because without that, the schedule will be fucked up. And when we got the norms, the relationship and how many people should be involved, when we're talking about products, we also need to know the booms and the receptor, the list of raw materials, what you need to use to produce a product. And it needs to be also done very precisely. Because raw materials and the stock management is a giant part of automatic scheduling, but what a lot of company owners don't even involve when they're thinking about automatic scheduling system. Yeah? But without materials, even the best software could not create good plan. Okay, you could just make a perfect line of operation each by each in perfect order, but when you don't have, for example, steel, because now is a giant crisis on the market with steel availability, so you cannot just produce, because you will be not producing from the air. So when we talk about warehouse management, about the stocks, the raw materials, the software need to know the receptor of each product, then the availability on your warehouse. You need to know the orders what you create into your suppliers with precise dates when you expect the delivery of each product. Also, you need to know is these deliveries come to your warehouse, because there is a lot time when just the orders are just move to the future, because your suppliers also could just stop in stock because of lack with their supplies. Yeah, and so the system need to connect when a stock when the order when you make weight on your suppliers get to your warehouse. So your warehouse man need to just put everything perfectly in the system, and then the software know could we use that kind of materials, or we just need to reschedule everything totally. And also there is a big topic with also a big company have a lot of problems, not even talking about the small companies, is managing the leftovers, because in many times you have situation that you get the leftovers. For example, you using a 5 meters pipe in your production process, and for some kind of products you get that 80 centimeters left over for each pipe. And that, okay, when you're thinking about planning your production, you think, okay, yeah, we will use that pipe to this product. Yeah? But your software don't know it. So it's necessary in this case to perfectly manage the leftovers. So each leftover what you create on your production floor need to be put into your warehouse management system. And also you need to put to technology of each product which kind of leftover could be used to produce this kind of product. Because without that, when the algorithm will start creating the schedule, it will just it will plan to create an order to supplier and waiting for the supplier to come maybe in 5-10 weeks, instead of use some kind of leftovers what you got on your production floor. So now I think that there is a lot of other stuff what is necessary to create fully automatically scheduling, but I think that now you start to see how many dependency and how many information is necessary to just create this kind of schedule. And the question is not, is automatic scheduling good or bad? Because in thousands of big companies, for example, in automotive industry with big factory, for example, or maybe when you produce a Tesla number 3, so the computers know everything. There is the robots on the warehouse. They know the norms to just tens of of seconds. everything is perfectly organized, but the product is similar. It's maybe in a lot of version, but it's similar. It's not flexible like in a small company. So in big company, it could work. It could make giant difference and get big big difference in performance, and it could be also a lead it could be a leader in the market thanks to that. But in small company, in 90, maybe not 99, but in 95% times, the amount of time what you will be spending of putting information to the system will be higher than time what you spend of producing product. So I have heard stories, and we have some clients who just get rid of big ERP system and choose simplicity of Prodio, because they said that we don't want spending hours and hours to just produce something simply. We do, and in many cases it's totally when something not bringing you a profits, so it's not profit. Sorry for my English, but I'm trying to do my best and I still make progress. But you know what I mean. And what is the solution for that? I think, and when you start searching for information about automatic scheduling system, what you have on your mind was not the idea that software will do everything for you. I think what you're looking for is some kind of help with planning, because maybe now you got just an Excel what don't connect to reality, or just a paper sheet when you try to do something. And I think when there's simple solution like Prodio, when you see all of your orders, all your machines, and the operation what you need to do, and when you see the queue of and the list of operation on each machine, which kind of product should you do on machine 1, machine 2, or operation number 10. When you see that, and you can also switch for some kind of graphic representation of that, it gives you totally different experience, because you will spend not 2 hours on making schedule, but you will spend 10 minutes, because you will add the intelligence, your knowledge, your expertise in your field, and just changing, and you just change the orders and make some tweaks, and that brings in the difference. So it will be a big honor when you just give us a try. My colleagues from team is using English 100 times better than I, but I'm like a CEO, want to share the knowledge. We could just help you to introduce our software. You get a tool to start just planning very easy, and also get information in the same time what is happening on production, because you will see the norms, how fast people are producing, who is on the shift right now, and what each employee are doing in each moment. And you could share the simple plan with them instantly by internet. So I believe that will give you a giant move forward. It's for 14 days totally free. We will help you introduce that, and after that 40 days you just choose, okay, I want to use it like hundreds of other companies, and it's very low monthly subscription plan with no charge for introducing or just for support. It's working like Netflix for manufacturing, or you just cancel the account and it costs nothing. So thank you for being with me here. It was a big pleasure. I hope to see in other materials with another interesting information about making your production better. So if you like my approach, and my English don't hurt you a lot, so just give me a thumb up and maybe subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next time.